But before I call it a night, I thought maybe I'd rather read some funny things from Jeff Foxworthy. You know, he's one he's a comedian who's known for doing his "you might be a redneck" jokes, and also another one, "you're not a kid anymore." Well, I was just reading through a couple of his jokes on "you're not a kid anymore" in one of his books, and I thought maybe I would take the time to go ahead and read it, so I'm going to do it right now. And here we go. When you find yourself admiring a pair of pants at Sears, you're not a kid anymore. When your arms are almost too short to read a newspaper, you're not a kid anymore. So maybe these things are funny. When your car must have 4 doors, you're not a kid anymore. Let's see. When you rather go to work than stay home sick, you're not a kid anymore. Oh, that's real dedication. Let's see what else. When you routinely check the oil in your car, you're not a kid anymore. When you realize you've been sitting at the big table for Thanksgiving dinner longer than you can remember, you're not a kid anymore. Oh, geez. There's some other things. Oh, here's another one. When you enjoy hearing about other people's operations, you're not a kid anymore. Ew. Let's see. When your biggest concern when dancing is falling, you're not a kid anymore. That makes sense. When you recently said, "I can't hear myself think," you're not a kid anymore. Well, gee, how many people say that? Oh, there's someone you might want to forget. When you forget about your own birthday, you're not a kid anymore. Oh, that's bad. Here's another one. When you start worrying when your supply of Bengay is low, you're not a kid anymore. Let's see. When others ask you for your recipes, you're not a kid anymore. When you yell at the paperboy for damaging your flower beds, you're not a kid anymore. Or the newspaper carrier, that's what they call them these days. When you no longer run upstairs, you're not a kid anymore. Be right up there. Be right up. When you need a new apron, you're not a kid anymore. When the end of your tie doesn't come anywhere near the top of your pants, you're not a kid anymore. How many of you men have ever had this happen? I'm not going to ask. Probably it happens to most every man. I don't know. When your name is on the waiting list at the library, you're not a kid anymore. When you don't like to drive after dark, you're not a kid anymore. That's what my mom doesn't like, driving in the dark. She can't see very well in the dark. When you stop wandering along and yell at someone for driving too fast down your street, you're not a kid anymore. Oh, here's another one. When digestion is a consideration when reading a menu, you're not a kid anymore. Go to the Olive Garden and read that. When people call you to get someone's address, you're not a kid anymore. Look for it online. What else is good here? When you point out what buildings used to be where, you're not a kid anymore. When you know which one is a soup spoon and you use it, you're not a kid anymore. And finally, you know what the word equity means. You're not a kid anymore. Those are some of the jokes of when you're not a kid anymore, by Jeff Foxworthy. I think you can find those online too. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and call it a night. So for all of you, thank you for watching. Have a good night. I'll see you tomorrow. Till then, take care. Good night.